Hi everyone! Today I want to show you some alternatives to the well-known Montblanc 149 with a curved nib. I did a video some months ago saying why I love this pen and all the things that we can do, speaking about calligraphy, so we can have this effect which is kind of a brush effect. But there are some good examples in the market that can cover the same effect as well. As a note, the nib is of course different, so this is a bit more of an architect nib. In the other cases are really curved nib. So what is called fude, which in Japanese means brush. So they imitate the brush effect. But they are very different from this nib, but the effect is quite the same. So first of all, I want to show you this one. This is the, let me see if I can focus here. Yeah, this is the Hongdian curved nib. As you can see here, it has a bend at the end. Some people sometimes think this is a broken nib, but no, this is on purpose. And then we have this is called Mahjong S5. If I can focus, yes, there it is. Again, same kind of bend at the end of the tip. Then we have the Sailor. Great nib, very detailed and very bent actually. I can put a video where I show you the comparison between this nib and maybe another nib to show you a bit the difference, but just to understand, the two nibs are differently bended. And last, this Duke, this is called Duke 551. This is a very good nib, but is also the biggest one that I have. As you can see here, the final part is very long, is longer than the others. This just translates in the fact that we will need to write a bit bigger than with the other nibs. Yeah, so this was just a presentation. Let's go for a sample already, because at the end that's what we care about, right? So the first sample I'm gonna do is with Montblanc. First I will have some line variations. So here we have full attachment to the paper, and then as soon as we reduce or increase the angle with the pen, we have some line variations here. Let me just zoom in here a bit more and also move this one. Yeah, so here as you can see, we have some line variation, and then here we can also write upside down with this pen. So we can have both fine writing, but also as we saw in the other video, we can have, I will write the word calligraphy. Yeah, so as you can see here, we have some kind of variation that is peculiar of this pen, of the nib, right? But we can have the exact same effect, and now I will show you with this pen. So I will start again with the same exercise with the full, and then slowly I will go up, up, up until it's very thin. And then also in this case you can write upside down. So in this case we have the Hong Dian. I believe this is called Forest. And as for the Montblanc, we will write the word calligraphy. Again, I'm trying to be as similar as possible between all of them, but of course, yeah, sometimes it's gonna be a bit different. And this is the second one. Then we go to this one. This is the Mahjong S5, and it has another very good nib, which does exactly the same effect. So once again, we can take one. Oh, this is very smooth. This is very, very smooth. And also writes upside down. This is the, we said, Mahjong S5. Also for this one, we will do the same. We will write calligraphy. All of them, they have different inks, of course. I honestly don't remember, I'm sorry, which ink is which one, but I believe I did a mix between Robert Oster and Hiroshizuku, which are the inks that I usually like the most, but they can be also others. I honestly don't remember. Then the Sailor. This is the Sailor Prophet. Very nice pen, very, very detailed. And I think this is also the one that has a bit of a bigger stroke, thicker stroke. But also, as you can see, it's very squared. But yeah, same. Upside down, this particular pen doesn't write so amazingly upside down, but it's also true that, yeah, if we buy this pen, it's not to write upside down. I just use it when I want to write very thin, but just as a plus, this doesn't write very nicely upside down. So this is the Sailor Prophet. And also for this one, I'm gonna write a sample here. So the only difference with the others is with this one, I really need to go a bit slower, because the flow in the pen in general is not as good as for the others. I'm not sure if this is just my particular pen here, or if it's a common thing with this with this Sailor Prophet. I have other Sailors that don't have at all this issue, so it might be just this one, which is fine. I need to fix it, but it's fixable. So I just need to go a bit slower. But I really like, you see how precise this is. I think this is the most precise of all. The nibs is very squared, and the thin and thick strokes are very precise as well. As you can see here or here is very thick, the upstroke. Here I can really achieve some very thin strokes. So calligraphy. So very nice nib, but maybe you need a bit more of a training, or yeah, you need to practice a bit more with this one, but still a great nib. The last one that I want to show is this one. This is the Duke 551, and the only difference, as we saw, is that the nib is a bit bigger on the tip. So this means that we can have, as you can see, enormous strokes here. So a very big line variation. So we can really play with this one. This one also writes upside down. This is the Duke 551. This is also very smooth. The pen itself is very heavy. I can go a bit more in details with those pens, with all of them. Let me know if you would love to see them more in details. This is quite heavy, but in front of the others, this is very, very light. For example, this is a bit more heavy, but they're both great pens. And here I will need a bit more space, but again, amazing line variation here. Wow. And there it is. So that's, we have a sample for all of them. As per price, let me go back to, so we have an overview of all of them. As per prices, here we have 21, 25 euros for the Hongdian. We have around the same price for the Sailor. Then we go to the Mahjong with around 30 bucks, 30 euros, always here in Germany. And this one is between 30 and 40 euros. And then, of course, okay, the Montblanc. Montblanc is out of these categories. But all those are great, great pens, and very nice, very similar to the Montblanc effect. I really hope this video helped you understanding which one you would love to try for calligraphy. All those are great options. The ones that I would suggest is the Hongdian to start. Also, not investing too much money maybe at the start, and also it's very easy to use. This one, I think, the Sailor, even if it's the same price, I really believe it requires a bit more experience, but you can have a very nice strokes with this, very nice lines, and then maybe upgrading to one of those other two. This is, of course, you have to take in consideration, this is a heavy pen, it's not that light, and you will write very big if you want, yeah, or bigger than the others. And then if you want to have something more particular, then you go for the Montblanc. But yeah, just to start, I would suggest those two. Yeah, if you're not a subscriber, remember to subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, please put a thumb up, and yeah, see you to the next video. Ciao, ciao.